Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Become a God. And today we are going to play some more, high tier decks. As we are sitting at the top of God rank right now, we can try and maybe climb a little higher. So I'm going to go for a good old classic Yellow Rush. Now I haven't played much Yellow Rush during the recent expansion. It's been very strong on the ladder. I've actually been figuring out ways to defeat Yellow Rush more than playing it. But I do want to showcase some of the stronger decks in the meta. And this is leading up to my next video. So yeah, we're going to go with Yellow Rush today. It's also important to play the top decks because it gives you an idea of how they function. So perhaps you don't like a certain archetype, but if you play that archetype, you'll understand the tools and the decisions that the player has to go through, and then you can take that into consideration when you're trying to counter it. So it's also very good to research these archetypes that you don't like playing against, just so you can find other ways to defeat them, get an idea of how the deck works and what kind of mindset your opponent might have when playing the deck, but also may give you some ideas to tech against it when you build your own decks. So let's get to it. Let's get into some matches and see if we can continue to climb the God rank. Alright guys, into our first match here, going up against Jung Woo. Very talented deck builder. One of the most creative deck builders of all Faeria, I would say. Jung Woo is some spicy stuff, so I'm always excited to play Jung Woo because I never know what to expect. And that is such a cool avatar combination. Evil Taram with the Silver Dragon Orb. Why haven't I got the Silver Dragon Orb? I need that in my life. I'm still rocking Chaos. I need a Silver Dragon Orb of Evil Taram. That is so cool. And we got blue coming down Spell Whirl. Alright, going for an early Spell Whirl. And a silver card back as well. Just all goes together so well. Alright, so we have a monkey and we have a Shaitan Demon. I feel like we go for a monkey this turn. This is more so we can control this Archon. That's the plan. It's a 4/5, so it is out of the reach of the Archon. So if the Archon collects here, we can maybe double neutral, move to this spot and clear it. But it looks like Jung Woo does have an answer to our monkey friend here. It's going to be the Classico, the Aurora, which is fine. I think that's okay for now. Oh, Soul Drain. I don't want to leave Aurora up, especially against Jung Woo, because I have a sneaky feeling there's going to be an Aurora's Creation coming down somewhere. Yeah, I don't know about this, guys. I guess the thing is I can Soul Drain this. I think it's best that I don't kill the Aurora and set up the aggro land. Because we've seen a diamond come down. We can just go for a demon. So it seems a little wasteful. Like, this would have been a better line if this was an older Yellow Rush build with the Demon Wranglers. But yeah, like I said, Creation, a little scary. Aurora is a very good counter to Yellow Rush. But we can deal with this a little later, hopefully. That's the plan. Alright, Manta Rider. Very good pickup. So we can go Manta Rider this turn. We can go +1 Manta Rider here. A little vulnerable to Frogify, but I don't think that's a bad thing so much. We take the 5, put the Manta down. Let's say this gets Frogified. See a clear 3, 4. It won't be much else. Like, it'll either be like Creation into Aurora, Creation Aurora to buff a frog to kill the demon. Could double neutral across and collect again, so that will go up to 6. So yeah, I feel like Manta Rider is really good here because I'm forcing my opponent to have a specific answer. I'm saying, you're gonna have to use Frogify this turn because we don't want to deal with the Manta, but there's also the case of the demon as well, so the demon's going to continue hitting. It's so crazy that Yellow Rush is using Manta these days. It's just such a flexible card in yellow. You can play it in any archetype just because of how powerful it is. You know, just having that... Any creature that makes more creatures when it dies is generally very strong. As you can see, the frog fight is coming down. So we were just forcing our opponent to have that answer. Now I might go for some more board. I might go for board control here. I might just go for the smoke because my opponent goes up to 7 Faeria next turn, and that will enable a Phantasm. I can hit for 5, but my opponent will have 7. The Demonic Salmon won't be enough to set up lethal. Don't be afraid to control the board with Yellow Rush. I know it is a aggro deck, but you can go for a bit of board control. Make sure that your opponent doesn't harvest a lot of Faeria. So yeah, I'm going to move across here. I'm going to clear this out. And then I'm going to go for another demon. Yeah, let's go for another demon. So this is more in hopes that my opponent... I can use this demon to finish off my opponent's next threat. So if we see like +1 Phantasm, it's not going to be enough. And there we go. Going to have a win on the board. Go to rank 9. Wow. I dropped to rank 12 because of Elo. Like my opponents in the top end of God's rank must have shot above me in Elo. So I went from 10 to 12 without playing, and it does happen because, you know, Elo fluctuates between players as they win and lose. But I went straight to 9, so I'm pretty happy with that. But yeah, very, very good matchup for yellow. Mono blue. Mono blue relies on like Aurora, which we even saw it in this match, and Frogify, but not enough. 2 demons, too much pressure. Let's get into another game. Alright guys, another match here. Monkey to start things off. We're playing first, so we have a little bit of a slower start, unfortunately. Because we have to go like desert, double neutral, desert. And the reason we build the desert here is for the Sagittarius. We want to make sure that we can set up a Sagittarius in this position. And that's what provides us a lot of our Faeria. We don't rely on collecting on the wells. And our salmons and our... well, both of the salmons can't collect Faeria, which is pretty important. Now, Yellow Rush has a good matchup against Yellow Tempo. Probably a decent matchup against Yellow Control as well, since Yellow Control is basically a slower tempo at the moment. So we should do pretty well here. And I will say, I forgot to mention this, I do apologize, but this is Amoeba's Yellow Rush used in the Kaleem's Open. So once again, I'm playing another deck by Amoeba, and the reason is because I feel that Amoeba just builds very solid decks, which could be very important in a tournament atmosphere. So yeah, very, very solid deck builder. Just like, nothing too fancy, nothing too tricky, no real tech in. Mainly just wants to get a consistent, solid deck that does its job. And I can respect that a lot in tournament play, because that's what you want in a long tournament. You just want to have a solid lineup that does its thing, and you just play your best, and hopefully you can get through those early rounds and get into a place where you can win some prize money and get some points for the world circuit. In smaller tournaments and stuff like top 8s, like if you were going to play in like an 8-man tournament, you may want to tech your decks more to what you believe your opponents will play, because you know who your opponents are. You can do research on them and their tendencies. So that's one thing about you know, kind of enclosed tournament environments. You can do research, but when it comes to bigger tournaments where you could just play against anyone, just having consistent decks is super important. And that's what I really liked about Amoeba's lineup in the last Open. Just very solid. So Mistral Guide coming down here. We're going to see some removal. It's going to be a nightmare. Take care of business here. Take care of my monkey. But we have another monkey to follow up. It's pretty good. So I'm just going to take another desert, so I can go Demon Monkey. Or do I just go Monkey, actually? I can go Monkey Sagi. Let's do that. Do excuse me again. I am still Ridden with a cold, coming to its end though, which is good. I'm feeling a lot better today, but I still have a tickly cough, unfortunately. Nice little follow-up play there with the Mistral Guide, really utilizing the mobility there with the dash. Killing Sagittarius can be really annoying if you're not playing red, but Mistral Guide definitely good answer there. I'm hoping to... I do want to kill this Mistral Guide now. Oh, it's going to kill itself. Going for the Spirit Theft. Okay. So we're not actually in that bad of a situation. Simply because we still have initiative. I'm still the first active player on board. Because my opponents just had to use the board to get rid of things. And we're going to see a monkey here. Now, I'm not a fan of this land placement, and I will just say it's because I can desert here now and play off the wells. And I think that is a little bit of a problem. Let's pick up the prey. See, if I didn't pick up the prey, I would move here, make a desert, clear this, and play another demon. But now I've picked up the prey, I can really start applying pressure because I can just shimmy across demon and then hit and then prey. So let's do that. So prey definitely changed my line because it just enables me to be more aggressive. Yeah, I think we just go triple demon here. This is a lot of pressure. Like I don't really know how a monkey and full Faeria can handle this. This is insane. And next turn I just follow up with Zealous Crusader, which will be probably be a 7/7. No, okay, I that's good. That's some good little tricks there. I respect it. Fortunately, we do have the Wind Soldier, so we take a draw now because we can't play Wind Soldier and Demonic Salmon unless I move here and then desert. Actually, yeah, that works out. That's pretty good. No, it doesn't work out. Do your math, Aqua. So it doesn't work out, but I could just draw. I feel like I draw anyway. Because if I get prey, it puts me in a pretty good spot. So I'll move this across, go for the Wind Soldier. Clear out the Manta. And hit face. As you can see, we're doing what Yellow Rush does best, controlling the board and pushing damage at the same time. Just very difficult for... Especially Yellow, like... Yellow's worst weakness is itself. if you're playing anything that isn't Rush as a Yellow deck, if you go against Yellow Rush, you're going to be pretty sad. There we go, rank 8. Feels good, guys. But this goes to show how strong Yellow Rush is right now. Let's get into another game. Alright, guys. Another game. Doing pretty well so far. Let's roll this away. We want monkeys, we want demons. That's the kind of stuff we want to start off with. As a first turn player, we don't play anything until turn 3 anyway. And we always want a creature that's going to apply a lot of pressure. I actually prefer going first with Yellow Rush. Simply because I get to play potentially a stronger creature on turn 3. Very much depends. Like, Willow comes down here, like, I don't really care that much. I can just go into Monkey. Really good. I don't know, I had to actually had an opportunity to Salmon Prayer there. Probably should have taken that. I was just Tunnel Vision Monkey. Salmon Prayer would have been quite nice. But then again, I could keep it. I could keep it at, you don't have to just play these cards. Like, I could just keep this for a moment where I've fallen behind and need to accelerate my Faeria again. And then Salmon Prayer is great. It's like draw 2 cards, gain 2 Faeria. So I'm not in a desperately need it. You know, I'm okay. I could. Oh, this is going to be a tough one. We have a lot of bulky bulky guys coming down. So we're gonna move here. Yeah, we're gonna move here. I'm gonna take a hit on this willow. And then we're gonna play a manta rider. We're just getting some durability down. Grove Guardian can move here and finish off the monkey, which is fine because I'm stopping the Grove Guardian from collecting and I'm forcing my opponent to build land this turn instead of drawing a card or getting +1. There's always an advantage if you can get your opponent to build lands for you, because this is essentially just build the land for me, right? Because now I can move onto this forest and attack the orb. Ooh, spider, very nice there. Able to eat up the manta. Luckily I have removal for this. Ooh, Runin's going to be a tough one. Runin's definitely going to be a tough one. Okay. So I do have removal for this, which is pretty good. Okay. I'm thinking I maybe use Demonic Salmon here. I use a Demonic Salmon to clear this because the Demonic Salmon is going to die anyway. I'm probably going to lose my monkey to Runin. So yeah, I need to work out what's my opponent going to do next turn. If I kill this with the Flash Salmon, then Demonic Salmon to cycle the prey, I'll have a 2/2. This comes across, this kills my 2/2, and this kills my monkey. So what if I just cycle the salmon instead? Maybe I want to force this to die anyway, right? So let's use the demonic just to try and force a clear with the spider here. Can pray, clear this out. And unfortunately, I'm not in a position now where I can play 2 demons. I'd love to play 2 demons. I can +1. But we'll take a draw, I guess. It's fine. I wouldn't have been able to play this anyway. I would have had to have drawn that off my prayer and then +1 into the Saggy with the demon. Now, Saggy... Now, one thing that Saggy is really good at doing against these kind of very defensive green decks is just chipping away slowly at your opponent with that ranged, gaining a little bit of Faeria, but most importantly, powering up these guys. These are the most important part of the green matchup because they can snowball out of control. It can be very difficult to do that with all the taunts and using your haste creatures, but Saggy might be able to get those little hits in, and they do add up over time. The more hits that Saggy can get in, the better. So Saggy definitely going to be a big part of our win condition here. This is a tricky one. Now I could take land and clear Deepwood Stalker, because this is probably gonna kill this anyway, right? I think that's a given. We're gonna see Runin kill the demon. If we can kill the spider now, we get a bit of value out of the demon. That's very appealing for me. And I feel like we just set up the Saggy to start chipping away. We accept the fate of this. Maybe Runin comes across here and clears this instead. I don't think so, but yeah, I think we just set up a Saggy because we set up a demon here. Runin gets actually more value. So yeah, Saggy comes down and then we pass. And our plan is now we've got $2 in hand. We'll just try and slowly chip away at our opponent's resources. Gain some more of our own with the Sagittarius and then play these big Zealous Crusaders. Hopefully get like 2 down in 1 turn. Clear, Runin comes back. Runin might just dash down, actually. Yeah, Runin's just going to come down. Make an aggressive land. Runin very strong in this matchup. So actually, I should have considered that. So maybe Demon was the better line. So we have Soul Drain into Demon. Take a draw. Pick up another Saggy. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, we'll just take a shot at the Runin. So now Runin has a choice. Like, does Runin come back and clear this, or does Runin go forward and clear this? And with free Faeria, I'm not expecting too much to happen. Hopefully there's not a Willow. If there's a Willow, it's a little sad, unfortunately, because it allows the Runin to play aggressively. If there's no play, and Runin just has to kind of move forward, we're in a really good position. Because I can just play another Saggy and then hit, gain a Faeria, and just force Runin to fight a Saggy again. And then hopefully I pick up a Wind Soldier and then I can Wind Soldier this off. So that's the game plan at least. But I could just play like a really strong tempo line if my opponent doesn't play anything. So I can hit face, then I can +1 and I can play Zealous Crusader as a 5/5, which is okay. Like, I think that's fine. +1 left side creature. I'm curious of what this is actually. It's just going to be a it's going to be a Grove Call. Collect that Faeria. All right. This is actually pretty good for us. Gets a clear replay Runin dash into an aggressive. Right. So I think I can see what my opponent's getting up to this turn. So my opponent, my opponent probably expects I'm gonna take the clear on this. Gets to gain a Faeria, clears my demon, just trades, and then can dash a Runin as an 8/8 here. So what I need to do now is I just need to play a more tempo-orientated line to stop my opponent from being able to play that aggressively, and that's where the Zealous Crusader comes in handy. Basically just a Mace Man. I get to play Mace Man this turn. So my counterplay to the replaying of Runin in an aggressive position here is to play Zealous Crusader so my opponent may not feel they have the luxury of slamming down an 8/8, because I will get the first hit with Zealous Crusader, and then I just play another Zealous Crusader, and then I have 9 damage while my opponent has 8. So I should be able to outrace my opponent, in theory at least. that's... And then we can see like a different play has been made here. Going for that Faeria Golem instead. It's absolutely fine. I would love a prayer in this situation, but I don't think I'm going to get one, unfortunately. I would love to take a draw, but I'm relying on a prayer. Living on a prayer, you could say. Bon Jovi. So instead, I'm just going to hit, and then I'm going to +1, and I'm going to play a monkey. Instead of the Zealous Crusader this time, I'm happy to just throw away 1 attack here for 4 Faeria, and then let this build up a little bit more. Hopefully we get a hit with a monkey. Runin's probably going to come down this turn. +1 Runin. But we should still be able to get another hit in, and then I can gear up towards getting a Zealous. The problem is, eventually I'm going to run out of gas to kill Runin. Runin's gonna, carry things a little bit here. So we'll just have to see if I can kind of outlast the Runin. It's gonna be very difficult. I think I killed the Faeria Golem. Maybe go for the salmon. Yeah, I think... Excuse me. Kill the Faeria Golem, go for the salmon. Force Runin to come back here and finish that off. Because if I let Runin collect, another Faeria Golem could come down. I could just hit face. I could play like Saggy and hit face. And then force one of these. Probably going to be Runin to finish that off. But then we could just see something come in the middle, and then I'm in a pretty sticky situation. But maybe building this up is the way I go. Yeah, I feel like I play Saggy, so we can play it, take a draw, just in case I pick up a prayer. We'll go for the Saggy, and then just go for the face hit. I feel like it's more important to build up my Zealous Crusader. And instead of going for like board control at this point, ball control you could say. Oh, it goes for central instead of going for the collection. Interesting. Yeah, building up my Zealous Crusader, it's probably how I win. It's not looking good. This is looking like a very... We've had some really good counterplay to Yellow Rush here. +1, I don't see what else. Maybe feed? Maybe considering feed and ruining? Oh, hello. Okay. Go in. Into a demon. Now, my question is, do I take a draw to try and find my other prey? Or do I +1 in anticipation of just playing a Zealous Crusader? I think I +1 here. I just need some Faeria to work with. We're in a really good spot as far as my opponent's Faeria, because my opponent isn't collecting this turn without mobility. Ball clears to Saggy. We'd probably see the ruining clear. The spider is the worst thing that could happen here. Oh, the spider does come down. Not good. Not good. So I need another creature that ruining has to run into. This is Zealous Crusader. Okay, let's take a draw. Wind Soldier. Okay, we wait. We're just going to wait this turn. We don't want to kill Runin yet. We want to kill Runin and be able to play a creature, so Runin has to come down and can't be active. If we play Wind Soldier now and clear the Runin, and then play Zealous Crusader next turn, Runin will just be replayed. And then Zealous Crusader has to deal with that problem. So the plan here, we're just going to Wind Soldier, Runin, and then we're going to play a Zealous Crusader. Now I'm hoping... I was hoping we picked up a Flash Salmon. We haven't seen any power-ups yet. That's slightly concerning. So let's take a draw. Do we take a draw? Probably not. We probably just +1 at this point. Or we go for land here and we get the extra Faeria. Which is essentially the same as +1, but it gives us a good Wind Soldier option later. I could also play Zealous Crusader here, which is even better. So yeah, let's do that. We're going to Wind Soldier in this position, clear this out, and then we go for Zealous Crusader. So we're out of reach of Eridan now, so it's only the spider that can defend. And we also collect off this well if the Zealous Crusader lives. Our opponent can go up to 5 +1 into 6, so we could see Faeria Golem come down here, push for 4. I go down to 12. And there's potential lethals with double power-up. But I haven't seen any power-ups yet, which is concerning. Collecting off this well is also very good for us because we go up to 4. Then we get +1. That gives us up to 5. We can then go up to Salmon, hit for the Salmon. Then we can +1 off the wheel and play a Crusader as an 8/8, and then we have 2 Crusaders. Goes for the collection, so probably going to stick to Faeria Golem here. No, it's going to be Runin. Of course. Well, what else would it be? I am a little silly here. Oh, the feed, that's pretty devastating. So now we can see like Runin Faeria Golem come down. And then the ball can just continue to chip away at me. Runa's at 12-12. Ouch. Oh, Tefra, gonna go for lethal. I like that. That's even better. That's really good. Okay. Not a lot we can do here. We need like double soul drain or something. Draw. That's a salmon. So yeah, we can like clear this. I really like that line from our opponent here. Yeah, well played, well played. That was a good game. You know, I did fight for quite a long time. I'm surprised I was able to last that long. Tephra able to close things out there. So mono green just showing how strong it can be against Yellow Rush. And drop down to 11. Feels bad, guys, but you know, like I said, very good game. The Tephra play, setting up lethal, very good line there. But yeah, let's get into another match. Alright guys, another game here. We actually start with Sagittarius this time, which is awesome. Very good card to find in your opening hand, with a demon as well. This is like the dream. We have the dream hand. Unless we're playing against Yellow Rush, which is kind of sad. But I don't know, Sagi in the mirrors can be pretty influential. Air Elemental coming down. Gonna split off here. Which is fine. See, the sad thing is for us, I could go explore desert to set up the early Sagi, but then we get countered by the Wind Soldier. But I do get one Faeria back, and I get the cycle the salmon, and I am forcing my opponent to have the Wind Soldier. And that can happen regardless, right? So that could happen at any stage of the game, where my opponent can Wind Soldier from here and clear my Sagittarius, because I am going to go in a straight line. Unless I change my land development strategy and go here, 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 and just try and get this way. Which I'm not too keen on, to be honest. What I could do instead is I could double neutral across here. And then I could, or double neutral across here, because I want to Wind Soldier this. And then I can like Desert, Wind Soldier, clear this guy out, and then put my Explore here, which I can then change into a Desert later on. So yeah, we're trying to make we're trying to make sure we can't get counter Wind Soldiered in later on. So let's do this. I haven't actually done this before with Sagittarius build, so this is kind of something I'm trying out myself. This is not tried and tested. I can promise. I can promise you that. Let's see. Okay, monkey's not bad at all, because we can play monkey here now. Yep, get Wind Soldier down. Can even go for monkey on the well. And then, but if we go here, we can desert here later on. So let's, yeah, let's do this. And then I'm going to go for a demon in this position. Now, it's not really in an aggressive position, but if the Manta Rider does decide to come back and kill my monkey, I have a way to kill the Manta, and then I can go for, like, potentially, like, desert here into Sagittarius Flash Salmon to cycle it. So that's the plan, at least. We're preemptively setting up to counter the Manta. My opponent might just block. Yeah, my opponent's gonna block. Okay, that's fair. Goes for the desert. Nice. Okay. This puts me in a interesting position. So I just do this. Now I'm gonna Sagi, because I feel like my Sagi's pretty safe because of the land placement. Might just see Soul Drain and this gets to collect, which is okay, because next turn I get to Flash Salmon, Khalim's Prayer. Even Wind Soldier's not too bad. Yeah, just ignore me, guys. I'm just being an idiot. Oh, yeah, my Saggy's safe now. What was I doing? Well, you don't know until you try something, right? And then you realize that, oh, messed up. Okay. Alright. I am a silly, silly man sometimes. I do apologize. I'm gonna play monkey. I'm just deciding, do I play a salmon as well? I think I'm gonna keep the salmon. Ooh, that's even better. Is it better than monkey? I don't know. Maybe not. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is better simply because my opponent uses removal anyway, like Soul Drain, for example, has to hit this Soul Drain. It would be the same conclusion with the Manta Rider, but I'd rather Manta Rider try and be a bit more durable. Try and play this when my opponent has nothing on board, especially against yellow, so they have the combo removal. Against other colors, it's not so bad, but yellow-red, if you get Manta on an empty board, it's really good because it's just so expensive to clear it. Right. I don't know what I was doing, guys. That's Sagittarius plays, which is bad. But like I said, you don't know until you try. That's what I'm gonna keep telling myself at night when that play comes back to haunt me. A 3/4. I don't mind Tempo Zealous here, actually. We could go for Salmon hit +1 Zealous. That looks pretty good. Because like I said, Manta Rider just gets cleared. I'd rather force my opponent to clear the Zealous Crusader than lose a whole Manta Rider. So we have 2 Manta Riders now. Okay. We're a little starved of Faeria, unfortunately. Just gonna see Wind Soldier, maybe? Gonna be a Drake Rider. Now that is absolutely fine. This plays a lot into what I want to get done this turn. I'm just gonna move here, clear this out, gain the Faeria +1 into Manta Rider. That's the plan. This play actually helped me more so than it should have. But yeah, that set me up nice. Let's do it. That play might be the play that helps us win the game. Because now I can, as long as one of these can collect, I can just play another Manta Rider, which is fantastic. So I don't mind if another Drake Rider comes down now. Clear the Wind Soldier, take the value. Their Soul Drain is pretty brutal. Please don't have Soul Drain. Into win 1 champion. So now I want a demon. Demon is like the best draw I can get. Fortunately, I did not find it. I take a draw here. Yeah, I take a draw there in hopes of finding a prayer. But yeah, I feel we just pass here. We just wait. My opponent gets the double collect, which is really good, but does have the problem of what's that ripped off the top? Feels bad, guys. We get to play Manta Rider next turn, which is pretty good. But this champion has a lot of coverage. Can hit all of these lands I have aggressively, regardless of where it goes to collect. Unless it goes like right down here, then it's in a bit of an awkward spot because it can't cut diagonally like to here. This is really good because, like I said, it hits here, hits here, hits here. Good position. All right. Let's take +1 into Manta Rider. So just forcing these to trade, potentially. Could see a Wind Soldier come down, but then we have the Wind Soldier follow-up to finish this off. Takes a draw. Soul Drain on the Soul Drain rip on the Zealous Crusader was really sad, but you know, yellow control needs all the help it can get in this matchup. Really, it's actually my opponent's been playing this really well, but I made a stupid error of thinking my Sagittarius is safe. Like it was like in my brain it was like, if I build land this side, Wind Soldier can't come down here, which is really funny. Oh, going for the aggressive line, okay. Mistral Guide, okay. So we just cleared this out and play another Manta Rider. It seems like the best thing to do here. Two-turn clock. Not keen. I can come back and finish it off, but I'm gonna get Soul Drain Spirit Fact. Oh, that's gross. That is gross. We have not done enough damage here. To outrace this, unfortunately. Oh, pray? Okay. Okay, pray. Let's see what you bring me. Bring me something nice. It's not what I needed. Oh dear. Yeah, I don't feel like there's any way we win this now. Maybe I should have collected and built land and played a Zealous Crusader. It's probably what I should have done, you know. This game has gone horribly wrong, guys. Oh no. Aqua Brain. Feels bad, guys. Well played to my opponent, you know, winning against a tough matchup. No, this is a difficult matchup for yellow control, so big shout out to my opponent for playing that so well. No! We go further down. You can tell Yellow Rush is definitely not my deck. But yeah, let's get into our last game. Hopefully I won't play like a fool and we'll get a win. Alright guys, final game. Oh, we're going up against the green once again. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to throw all of this. Yep, let's just throw all this away. We need to find an early Saggy. Definitely an early Saggy. Zealous Crusader, not too useful. But yeah, again, this Saggy setup is going to be very important. I need to start just chipping away. Like I said in a previous game we played. I didn't really get the opportunity to do that because a Runin ruined my day. Ruined my day. And it was, yeah. Oh, it's red. Things have changed. That's really good. Well, yeah, it's probably better than the green. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, red has a lot of removal. But Monkey does make the matchup a little better because of its bulky 5 life. It's not too bad. I am going to go for an early Saggy setup. Just force to Flame Burst early. Because I don't have much else going on. It depends what I draw. We'll see what I draw, but most likely just going to be a Saggy being played. Because if I can set up this Saggy now and it sticks, I get the trigger Prayer next turn, which is really good. and I start building up the Zealous Crusader. So like the green matchup, Zealous Crusader can definitely be your ace when played against red, because they don't have, well, depends if it runs Havoc. So yeah, this is red control. So red control has a good matchup, mainly because of the Havoc. It can Havoc the Zealous Crusaders, but you can push the Zealous Crusaders way out of its reach with a little bit of help. Right, let's do this first. Get this prey off. Oh, that's pretty good. Where do I play this, though? I guess I could just take the desert and then play this here. Manta Rider also a good card in this matchup. Just a kind of a pain to clear. Red just has to combo like various amounts of removal together to get it going. Cypher's Wrath coming down. Is Leia going in the center? Into a Shadow Silk Fairy. That is something I don't want to go off. Like, Shadow Silk Fairy is not a nice card to play against. So what do I do now? I don't really want to use Soul Drain. Soul Drain's difficult. It's tough to use Soul Drain here because Soul Drain is my answer to, say Cypher's Wrath clears this out, and then Leia goes in and hits my dude. I need Soul Drain to finish Leia off, but killing Leia is actually really annoying because of the statue. Hand's not looking great at the moment, unfortunately. Let's take a draw. Wind Soldier. Okay, we're gonna use the Salmon over the Soul Drain. Like I said, Soul Drain just lines up quite nicely against the Leia. I'm even tempted to just tempo out a Zealous Crusader in this point, because the reason is I need to kill that Shimmering statue. I'm a little scared of Firebomb, to be honest, but this statue could really slow me down, and I need to get rid of it. So getting the Zealous Crusader out now, I can just clear out the statue. I can, let's say we have Cypher's Wrath, this comes in, it clears, and then Soul Drain this on the follow-up, kill the statue in one hit, and happy days. Happy days. What's my opponent getting up to? What's going on? 2 cards in hand. Probably removal. It is red. Why wouldn't it be removal? If it was a removal, would it be red? There's a shadow of its former self. Considering collection. Okay, goes to the collection. There's what I wanted. Oh, goes to just a full clear. Interesting. They'll lock me in with the Manta. That's really annoying. Okay. Herald of War. This is such an interesting position to be in. I can't move this. I'm definitely not using Wind Soldier on this. I just refuse. Just flat out refuse. So we're gonna make a different line. I'm gonna move back, and then we're just gonna Wind Soldier across here. And we still have that Soul Drain handy, so the Herald of War comes down and finishes this off. We can move up, kill the Shimmering statue, and then just Soul Drain this to finish it off. Both of us are pretty Faeria starved in this situation. The worst thing that could happen now is double Cypher's Wrath or Firebomb. If this comes down, finishes off my Manta, but somehow kills the Zealous Crusader, that's going to be pretty bad for me. +1. Okay. Huh, okay. Cool. Let's take a draw here. I want to find like a prayer. Demon's actually pretty good. I wish I picked this up instead because I got a +1 and just played the demon behind. But yeah, let's take the soul drain. We'll pass. So we go into next turn on 5 Faeria. Which could be pretty useful depending on what we can get done. We might just see Havoc. Might just see this get Havoced. Maybe a Bomb Slinger. Bomb Slinger's pretty good in this situation. I don't quite like Bomb Slinger in this meta because of Spirit Theft, but it's actually pretty good against Yellow Rush. Now that Yellow Rush doesn't run Spirit Theft. It used to run Spirit Theft when it was at 3 deserts, but 4 lands, a bit pricey for Yellow Rush. Go to the Ground Shaker. Alright. Oh, I can clear the Ground Shaker, that's not bad. And then go into the Monkey. If I go +1, I can go into the Demon. But then my opponent can also just Ground Shaker again. So my choices are, I kill the Ground Shaker with a Soldier and play a Demon or Monkey. Probably Monkey because it's more durable. Or I just hit face and play Monkey. But then this gets cleared, Monkey gets cleared, this gets Flame Burst. I mean, I feel like I kill the Ground Shaker. Maybe I play Yellow Rush a bit too board control. Like, maybe I should smoke more? Maybe this build is just better at smoking? I like the, if I play Yellow Rush, I like the Yellow Rush that just dominates the board and then just chips away slowly. But without Monks, you don't get the gas. Oh, just a Havoc. That's actually really good for us. Especially if I draw Prayer. If I draw Prayer, we are in the money. And I will take a draw. Oh, that's okay. We'll just go for the Demon. So the Havoc on the Monkey really set us up really well. +1 Herald of War is pretty strong, but it does waste the Herald of War buff from the last Herald. And that's fine. That's fine for me. I'm game for that. +1. So we do find Prayer. I can't deal with this. I can Flash Salmon it. Yeah, maybe that's what I do. I just Flash Salmon it. Yeah, let's continue with the board control. Don't want our opponent to draw a load of removal off this Faerie, so let's do it this way. And then if our opponent's just Flame Bursts this, we just play a Manta Rider, and then we're in a very good position again because we just retain the initiative. Herald of War wastes a buff as well, but going to gain another buff when I clear it out, which is fine. So yeah, we can go for a draw now. Into a Monkey. That's not bad. Yep, take the collection. That's good. Finish this off. Could go into Monkey instead of Manta Rider. Goes to 3+1. Can't Havoc because Havoc will be at 6. Keep a bit of Faeria as well. Yeah, let's go for a Monkey. Oh no, Monkey's going to be worse because we collected, so let's go for a Manta Rider. We're slowly, very slowly pushing our opponent out of the game here by continually controlling the board and then developing a threat straight after. And the draw, straight up draw just tells my opponent that this might be quite expensive and might have to wait a turn, which works wonders for us. So let's hit face, get this Prayer going, Flash Salmon, okay. And then we're just gonna +1 Monkey Demon. Now, our opponent doesn't have enough Faeria to like double Firestorm here and clear the board. It just won't happen unless there's some bargain. So this might just be the line that gets us the victory here. Yeah, there's just too much pressure. And that's what we were kind of gearing towards in that matchup after we lost to Sagi. It was just... That's why I was going for so much board control. I was just like, I'm looking for that moment where my opponent has to pass on an empty board. And then you just go, right, here's loads of guys. Can you deal with them? And the answer was no there. So we did climb up, went back down. So kind of hit or miss with the deck so far, but I think it was a 3-2 overall. But yeah, that is Sagittarius Yellow Rush. That wraps up this episode of Become a God. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Seen a bit of Yellow Rush in action. Yellow Rush is a good deck for new players as well. It's very good at climb where you get those quick games. You can get that to get those stars, climb the ladder pretty fast. And yeah, I mean, I had a silly game against the yellow control, but it happens, you know. I'm not perfect. I can make mistakes. I can mind game myself, as you guys know. When I always call Emerald Salamander Blazing Salamander, you know, I get in my own head. It can happen, but like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, drop a subscribe to keep up to date of when our content goes live. We had a Red Combat episode, again, another one of Amoeba's deck from his lineup from the Kalim's Open. Like I said, very solid, consistent decks. I really like that style of deck building for big tournaments because you don't know what you're going to play against. So you just want your decks to be as consistent as possible in achieving its win condition and, you know, just going forward with its game plan. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy that video as well if you haven't seen it. So until next time, guys, take care and enjoy Amoeba's Yellow Rush.